Hello all, welcome back to another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video here. So today we're going to be doing another How Hard Can the Unit Hit video. And this time around, we're going to be doing this physical Beerus here. Now, this guy I think should actually be pretty interesting. He is stacking just normal attack. But the thing with him is he does get a huge amount of phase 2 buffs. Now, to sort of compensate for that, he doesn't have the highest phase 1, but that is what support directly buffs. So that being said, obviously we got I would say a pretty strong team to take advantage of that. So we're going to be having him linked up with Vados here. They do share a decent bit of attack. It's like 50% from Link's, and also she just straight up supports him. Vados is also just really good in general, and we have like Jiren standby and like Bulma support and everything, so we should be able to hit some pretty crazy numbers here, but we'll see. But yeah, without any further ado, let's just jump right in and see just how hard Beerus here can hit.
Alright, let's do this.
Now, as per usual, we'll do 2 turns. Okay. Vados being on the other rotation is unfortunate, but is what it is. I mean, this is just our sort of baseline anyway, so he definitely is going to need to build up, so I'm not really too concerned about, not having her over here. We really only need to worry about that later. Now, that being said, I do think Beerus, by the end, is going to look pretty good. But I guess we'll see. Now, he does not, have, a lot of additionals here or anything, obviously. So, he has his one super, right? Which could be kind of unfortunate, but I do have a decent bit. I mean, of Heart 13. It's not like the most, but it's going to proc occasionally. I mean, we'll be able to tell, though, how much procs we have later on through this sort of gauge right here. So, I mean, at least there's that. But even without a lot of additionals, I do still think he'll look pretty crazy just due to the amount of attack he has built in. Like, he does get this sort of... Oh, what? Unless he dodges. No way. How much dodge do I have on him? Hold on, that just completely took me out there. That's kind of problematic. He's gonna be dodging like that. I may have to... I need to check my build again, if that's already built in. Because we definitely want him to get hit, to really maximize our damage. Because, imagine we get later on, and then we just dodge one of the attacks, and then our final turn isn't as OP. That would be really unfortunate. So hold on, let me whenever the frauds here are done, I do actually want to check that, because now I'm like, oh wait, hold on, that's not the best. Okay, we got one more super here, but yeah, I mean, we're just gonna show a couple turns here as per usual, and then we'll come back later on, try and get as deep in as we can. I do think with the frauds, they don't do the most damage, so we could potentially get pretty deep. We'll see though. How much? It was 3 dodge I have. I mean, that's not. Yeah, I mean, we'll keep that. That's. I don't need to override that. There's no way. Well, not no way, but very unlikely it keeps proccing. Okay, so that being said, we do want to get Vados over with him, but that's not really going to be shown here. But yeah. Oh, I mean, if you just think about all the support Beerus is going to have, I mean, Vados gives him 60% support, right? We will be taking advantage of Bulma as well. So, I mean, once we get to our final God turn or whatever, we're going to have Bulma there with her active skill, right? We're going to have, Jiren standby support, which is 70%. So, I mean... Beerus is just going to be doing everything, which is going to be pretty nice. So, I mean, even with the one super he's doing maybe 2 a turn, I do think he actually does have the potential to be one of our higher ones. Wait, intro.
Should be around here.
But yeah, obviously, of course, we will see as we progress through. That being said, let's see what Beerus has for us. Oh, not the most orbs. So that is the thing. He is a rainbow orb changer. I'm surprised we got pretty unlucky, especially with like Bulma there too. That's kind of. I guess we can just get the 3 orb version. I mean, it's not the worst. Yeah, so I mean, I definitely brought a ton of rainbow orb changers, because this guy really eats off orbs. So we definitely want to keep getting those, but like potentially once we get our setups going, it could even be like a little bit too much. So I mean, we're up to 11 mil already. This is without like a lot of our big links. So I mean, as we go through here, I mean, what were we at last turn? Like 7. Oh, there's an additional, but it was just a normal. And we're at like what 7 mil last turn. I mean, we didn't get hit first, but he's definitely going to be building up pretty nice. And once we get all of our like Bulma consistently on the other turn and Vados next to him, stuff like that, Beerus is going to be pretty crazy. Now, that being said, we did a couple turns here, so all there is left to do is continue stacking up and come back later on. So we're gonna cut away here. We'll come back later on and see just how hard Beerus can hit. Alright, so this actually, I'm doing a little voiceover here. I was actually a little bit busy, if you couldn't tell. I was trying to get done the earlier portion pretty quick, but I didn't feel like that was the most fair. I did want to show the sort of normal turn here. So this is just sort of voiceover of once I had everything set up, Bulma on the other rotation, and we're linked with Vados, obviously, we got the support and everything. So I did want to make sure to show this turn sort of. I do like to try and show like how our turn 1 setup is. So I mean, we're gathering the orbs here, obviously. Beerus, right? We're able to get him to look pretty nice, and I mean we were up to what, like 11 million the turn before. So he certainly, I did think it was, for a character like him specifically, it's very important to show with like the links and all the support. So that being said, I mean, we're off to 19.9 already. I mean, this is just like a 3-turn difference or something. So I did feel like this was worth showing. It took a couple turns to set up, so, and I was kind of in a little bit of a hurry. That's why I didn't get it before, but I felt like that wasn't right for this sort of thing we're doing here. So I did want to sort of do this in post and voice over this. I made sure to record this after, but yeah, there we go. Alright, so we are back here. This one actually took quite a while. I was getting, a little bit unlucky, to say the least. With like, I'd get in scenarios where it'd be like, turn 70 or something, and, Rose's under like a quarter of his health. And it's like, okay, who do I choose to get the Dokkan attack? A Fed like Blue Goku and Vegeta, that's going to drop like a 25 mil just when they've pretty much only been floating? Or, like, do I risk it with, Vados, who she just goes and... I keep putting her in slot 1 when I need to, and then she just, like, she dodges the normals and she eats the super and she dies, so... pretty unfortunate, is what it is. But that's why this one took a little bit longer. So that being said, here we are. Turn 97. Now, I will say, I mean, we've gotten 53 supers here. So, I mean, that's, what, like, an additional, like, 6 supers I've gotten. Because we would have normally, through here, gotten, what, like, 47. So, yeah, I mean, certainly not the most lucky, but, I mean, I only have overall like a 26% chance of launching an additional in general. I guess mathematically we're on the lower end of that, but roughly speaking is what it is. But that being said, we got Beerus pretty stacked up here. We do have Jiren in his standby currently. We floated off Bull in the last turn, but her support is active. So we can get her on to this turn for the sort of final big turn. But yeah, no items or anything just yet. That being said, let's see what Beerus is up to now. I'd say, all things considered, he's actually decently stacked up pretty high at this point. I do need to watch Orb Collection because, you know, healing is going to be very, very bad for us right now. Because Beerus is active. Yeah, 67.9 mil. So, I think I should note here, I was at like 53 mil the turn before this section when I first started seeing the Jiren support. So, I mean, not having like really any phase 1 buffs really just buffs the hell out of Beerus. And you gotta think, we're also gonna have Jiren's, you know, support active next turn. You know, we're gonna have Bulma's active support, which is a separate phase. We're gonna have, you know, the items and everything. I mean, Beerus. I mean, we'll see, but like, I think we could, you know, for someone with only a normal raise, no additional supers like built in, I think we could probably get him up to like 200 mil or something. And I mean, this EZA happened. When exactly was it again? I think it was last year, sometime last year. It's been quite a while though. Oh no. See, now we start getting into like the point where I was like, okay, well, we can't heal, and now it's like, oh well. Now what do I do? Oh god. See, I could maybe. I mean, they have 28% damage reduction. That's nothing. That's nothing. See, this is the thing. It's like, I don't really know what to do here. Damn. Because even if I transform Jiren, he heals, doesn't he? So I can't even just like get rid of the you know, standby support. Does he not heal? I thought he healed. What's the standby effect again? Oh, I guess maybe he doesn't heal. I could see that supports a lot though, is the thing. It's just like a very big risk, is the thing here. Okay, here, I'm gonna close this for a moment. I'll be right back once I've walked into the decision. I'm actually, because like, depending on who I put in slot 1, I could just die here at turn 98, and that would be so frustrating. Alright, so, I'll be right back. Alright, so I actually did realize there was actually there was a path on the far right with the rainbow orbs and the one AGL orb I could grab. So that's what I did do. Now, the issue is, we can progress to this turn, right? But, you know, Jiren is... So we healed, right? I don't know if we're going to be able to get Beerus as active, and we kind of want Beerus as active. It is huge, the buff he gets from his active. It's 50% attack and defense, and I think guaranteed crit. I could be wrong. But the buff, I mean, we need that for this. So, if it's choosing between Jiren's support or Beerus as active, I may push back the final turn until a little bit later on, maybe, you know, 3 or 5 turns or something. And we'll go from there. It depends on how much, see, because it's 70% or less, and we're just like, I think we're like right above it. Oh no! Wow, that's crazy. I don't know the math there, but we're literally like riding it. So that being said, if we can take advantage of it, we gotta. 50% attack and defense. It's effective against all types, guaranteed to hit. I mean, this is obviously a humongous buff. we gotta pop this. So that being said, let's do this. We have a lot of sort of animation and stuff to go through here. So let's just start, because we need to do his active before we do anything, so we collect any orbs, and we heal over the threshold.
Don't take it personally. Destruction is my job, after all. Don't underestimate the power of a god of destruction!
Okay. Alright, so obviously we're putting him in someone. You know what? What we could do... Here, let me pop her active now, right? And then I'll just use the orb changing item then. That'll be really nice. Okay. Beerus is about to be juiced to hell and back. Get these to physical. Activate this, and here we go. I mean, we got Vados to support, right? Which is 60%. We got Jiren support, which is 70%. We have Bulma's passive support, which I imagine we should be able to get, which is 37%. You know, we have our 17% from the active. We have his 50% from the active. You know, we have all the item, buffs here. It's like 145%. Like, Beerus is going to have a humongous jump from, I mean, what was it, like 67 mil we had there? This guy is going to be looking a little crazy. Okay, we can... Yeah, the physical orbs. Okay, let me grab this with the Vados. And then I can grab these. Perfect. Alright, what do you got for us, Beerus? We're getting hit first. It doesn't matter. I mean, we got 70% damage reduction, and, we have so much support. It's double... Well, triple digits. Same difference, really. 281 million? What the... Sure. Oh my god. Wait, that's actually... I was thinking more like 200. What the hell? I mean, we only did the one there. We didn't get an additional proc, but 281 mil on physical Beerus. That's actually pretty crazy. He's actually... He's actually up there as one of our highest. For example, I'm pretty sure that was higher than, like, Tech Gogeta. I think I only got Tech Gogeta to, like, 200 mil by the end. 281 million. What the hell? I'm actually so surprised by that. Okay, that's fire. Okay, here's what I want to do, though. I just for the little... I want to get the KO animation, and I do try to get the KO animations whenever, they are present, so to speak. So we're just going to do, one more turn here. I mean, it's the point of the video is over 281 mil. That's pretty crazy to me. But I do, like to, for the thumbnails, use the sort of KO screen. Whenever there is one, and he does have a KO screen. So I mean, I figure we can throw the attack set over that like we usually do. He should be able to kill Rose in one shot. I would be surprised if he couldn't. I'm actually like 281 million by Beerus. I mean, we only had what was super, was that like 55, 56 some odd? Like, with just that, he's able to, I mean, like Gogeta. I mean, by the end there, I mean, we're talking like, 150 plus supers or some shit. And Beerus is just like one super, very, very rarely 2 supers a turn, popping out with 281 million. That is actually so crazy to me. I mean, it just goes to show when you get some of those huge multiplicative stats, with the phase 1, all the support being phase 1, he had a low sort of phase 1 attack buff, I mean, you can really juice him up like that. But yeah, there we go. Let me just for funsies here. Oh, we didn't even get any. That's unfortunate. Does it have to be? Well, I'm not gonna worry about trying to get Vados in there. Yeah, let's just do this. We'll get the 7. He should probably kill in one shot with the physical type up anyway. I mean, he still has. He should still technically have Jiren's support up, I think. He has Bulma's support up. No, actually, he doesn't have Bulma's support. He should still kill those 8 here. We'll see. I mean, with an 80.1. Bye-bye, Rose. And KO animation. Can we crit? Damn. Alright. I didn't want to get the KO there. I mean, it looks pretty nice, I think. But there we go. That physical Beerus. He actually stacked up pretty high, all things considered. Now, I was, originally, to be honest, thinking about doing Glorio, in this spot. But, you know, by the time I was getting ready to record, I mean, this is coming out pretty late, unfortunately, because it just took a while, but by the time I was getting ready to record it, you know, there just wasn't like a Rainbow one and Max Link stuff on the friends list. I don't have my own Glorio. I'm not summoning. But I think I might also potentially hold off on doing them. There are several units I feel like I could do. Like, even like Beast Gohan, I feel like would be nice to do one for. Because he does permanently stack on his 18 key specifically, I believe. So, you know, I mean, that would be a nice one to do, but I think I'd actually potentially, because like that Glorio support, I mean, if you have 2 Glorios, like 100% attack and defense, like, I mean, that's perfect for something like this. So, I don't know, we'll see. But I mean, yeah, there we go. That is just so crazy to me. Now we actually got up to 281 mil there. But yeah, that'll do it for this one. I do, just a quick little note here. I do want to try and get back to doing the defense ones. I've just been kind of busy recently, IRL. So hopefully I'm able to get a defense stacking one out on Tuesday. Again, we will do Vegito there. But yeah, thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Take care.